He was like, I heard your voice from the other side of the room. Like, it's no big deal, but, you know, you're gay. I wanted to be like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, right? But what came out was, oh my God, I'm not.
He's so fucking funny. Give it up for Daniel Geneen!
Look, my parents are divorced, obviously, but you guys knew that, right? Show me a Jew who's on stage whose parents are together, and I'll show you a Chinese piano prodigy whose parents are like, just do what makes you happy, you know? Follow your heart, Shang-Chi. It doesn't, Anyway, I'm trying to get better with women. My biggest problem is I'm not attracted to them. But other than that, no, I'm straight. I do confuse a lot of people, though. Like, the guys in the gym are all pretty sure I'm gay because I spend a lot of time in the steam room jerking them off. But honestly, I think it's a mitzvah. You know, Moses says, open thy hand to those in need. Did you guys know that? Not the guy from the Torah. Moses is a Colombian dude at Planet Fitness. But, I also get told I have a gay voice a lot, and I don't think my voice is gay. I just think I have range, you know, sorry. But I'm trying to I'm trying to be a little more like, you know, whatever. I was actually out at a bar in New Jersey recently, and I tried to buy this girl. Shut the fuck. I'm just kidding. I tried to buy this girl a drink, and she just started laughing. She was nice, but she's like, oh, come on, sweetheart. She was like, I heard your voice from the other side of the room. Like, it's no big deal, but, you know, you're gay. I wanted to be like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, right? But what came out was, oh my God, I'm not. I have this problem, too. I really have a hard time talking about sex. Is anyone else like that? Don't answer. I have a hard time talking about... I just get very clammy, right? I just don't really like talking about it, and it's ruined some relationships, right? I was dating this woman, and she was fantastic, but she just had this one thing where she would always want me to tell her, like, how bad I wanted to get with her, and I was sitting in a restaurant this one time, and the girl walks in and sits at the table, and she was just like, tell me you wanted to fuck me when you saw me walk into the restaurant. And I was like... You know, I freaked out because first of all, in my head, I was just like, you were 7 minutes late, you know, like, I was like, I didn't want to fuck you, I wanted to fucking order, you know, I was like, you want some dirty talk? All right, we missed happy hour, you dumb slut. How does that... But it drives my friends nuts that I'm like this, right? So they tried to toughen me up recently, and they brought me to a strip club and bought me a lap dance, and they're like, oh, we're gonna make you a fucking man or whatever. And it didn't help at all. It actually made it worse. It was the most awkward experience I've ever had, because I didn't realize you had to talk. Like, the lady brings me into the little private room, and she's like, do you want to begin? And I was like, huh. And she was like, what? And I was like, start your engines. And... she goes, I think we're gonna have to warm up a little. I was like, is that normal? And she's like, no. And I go, how do we warm up? She's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, comedy. And she goes, oh, so you like dark stuff? I was like, I guess. I thought she was gonna tell me a dark joke. I swear to God, this woman just looks at me, full serious, just like, all right, well, I have crippling IBS. I was like, is there a punchline? And she's like, nope, it just makes everything really hard. And I was like, not everything. And okay. If I was tougher, I would have been like, look, Diamond, you did it. So, you know, just drop that ass on me, but keep them cheeks closed. But I couldn't. I'm such a pussy. I talked to this woman about the very obvious occupational challenges of stripping while having IBS for like 20 minutes. And then, by the grace of God, she starts dancing on me, but she doesn't stop talking about the IBS. The song Milkshake came on, and she's like, I love this song, but dairy just... And I was like, what? I was like, am I on a prank show right now? What the fuck? I know. And then, now you like it. Anyway, and then I kind of got into it a little bit, and she goes, ooh, you like this stuff. I was like, what? She's like, you like the dark stuff. I was right. And I was like, yeah, if you had lupus, I would have come already. But and she was like, Sapphire has lupus. I was like, what? She's like, Sapphire has lupus. I was like, is this a hospital wing? Where the fuck are we? Anyway, I am trying to get better. Here's what I've learned about sex stuff. I think it was sex stuff. You kind of have to like fake it till you make it, and I've faked it a lot, and I don't think I've made it yet. I'll tell you a little sex story, and then I'll scamper. A couple months ago, I was, you know, whatever. Okay, I was porking abroad, and yeah. Here's what happened. I was on top in mission control or whatever, and she knew I was there. She told me. She felt my presence. She was like, I feel your presence. And I was like, Yoda? And I came, and then I pressed my luck. I tried to like lift one of her legs up like that in the air, like you see in the pictures, and just didn't do it with enough confidence, and she knew and gave me a look that just ruined me. I lifted the leg, and she was just like, and I could have salvaged it, right? I could have grabbed that other leg and jacked it up and just been like, you know, yeah, bitch, you're a wheelbarrow now or something. Like, I'm gonna wheel you out to the field and fill you with corn. That's what I could have done. But when I lifted the leg and she made the face, I just put the leg back down slowly. Like an old well pump, just like the town has fresh water, you know? She's like, let's watch House Hunters. So, this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. Good night, yay!